city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance of a tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly,
the punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
when Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A gain of 26 yards there. And the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Running once more with Brooks. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man. And you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Let's see what they went with on third down. Here he goes, third and long. They set up the screen, Brooks. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Sanders sends it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Not quite the same roar out of the crowd, Kate, that you're going to get with a touchdown, but still plenty of noise coming down, and that defense now gets to take the field with the lead.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focused on rectifying those things here.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To the air on third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up fourth down. The Browns are lining up to punt. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. Burrow on first down. And this one does not go far.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Hits him on the out route. And this one doesn't go far. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And they're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
2nd drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. They'll start this one out with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. 3rd and long for him here. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Yaya Diaby brings him down. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner to the 48. Give him 24 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Throwing the out route complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
Pittman sent in motion right.
the Browns' 49-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Pass cut by Brooks. And he's tackled for no gain.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. This one taken in by Krabs. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They start the drive with Hall. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
They're going play action. Got a man, it's Preston Loveland. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. To throw here on first down. They'll set up the screen here for Hall. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Bengals are out in front. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. First down from the 42. Hall running between the tackles. Escapes a defender. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. First down from the 42. They're going to try and throw it here. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 5 still to go here. This is second down. He's going to throw this one. He's got a man left. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Moving 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Pass play now. That's Cox. This is Loveland. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal. Barkley does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Oh, option play on second and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns take a second quarter lead. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Jukes away from one. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
From the gun, and get to Brooks. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Going for it with Brooks. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll come out throwing. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
All the left side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Browns 1st down. They'll throw it. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Pass play coming here. Finds a man right side. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Davey York now on for the field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. York knocks it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. That's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throw right side finds Pittman. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a design run. Give them 3 yards, and they're just inches away on 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, Well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And 3rd and short.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. That's complete to Pittman. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Throwing now on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Looking to throw here. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bengals have a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals earn the chance to tie it before halftime. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Bengals tie things 10-10. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's out of bounds. This is a great start for them already on their opponent's side of the field. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. The Browns going on offense here very late in the half. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series. Hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great. But touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Complete over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's going to throw it again. Brought in close to the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Working inside the red zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. They are throwing it again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal. knocks it through. And they've taken back the lead.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. The final throw before the break. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It all comes down to this. Week 18. All the playoff spots and playoff seedings will be locked up. Let's get into the highlights. Our spin around the NFL starts now. At Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles at home to take on the Cowboys in the NFC East. And here's the Eagles wideout. He's going to run the deep route here and pull it in. 52 yards, touchdown. The Eagles will be a part of this year's playoffs. They get the victory here in the regular season finale. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And this is the quarterback of the Dolphins. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. With that, a look at how things stand, the playoff picture in the AFC as the season draws to a close. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cleveland offense headed after this first series of the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. He's going to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down from the 42. They'll go play action. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Dax Hill up for the stop. Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Browns first down. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
You're good on the point after. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game. Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And not only has he reached the century mark in receptions this season, but it's good enough to sit him among the league's leaders in that category. They'll start this drive with Brooks. Shoots another one. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Burrow setting up the play action. Pass cut by Brooks. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Burrow from the gun. It is caught left side. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Another Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 1st down, here's Burrow. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. On the give, it's Brooks. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown! Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals cut it to a field goal game. Ollie set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Complete out to the right. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down. He'll have the 1st down and even more. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Still sticking with the passing game. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's got it, it's in close. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a 9-point advantage. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game. Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bengals and Jonathan Brooks ready to begin another drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Burrow finds his man. It's Kraft. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Burrow's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. Inside handoff to Brooks. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do. Trailing here in the 4th. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Completed over the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Off the play fake, Burrow. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. From the red zone on 1st. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? That slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Wow.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. He dodged the tackle. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Browns ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. On first down, here comes Hall. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. They give to Hall on the draw. And he has this one past the 15. Will start downhill into Bengals territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Hall takes it straight ahead. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. Barkley going to try to smash his way in. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. And they're going to throw out of the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Man in motion here. On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So first down from the 41. Again, it's Brooks. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Just keeps connecting to Chase. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He'll throw it. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They gain 11 on that play, and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals trail by a field goal. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has it at the 7. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Setting up to pass. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. And he could have a free play here. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Noel Williams. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. So the penalty takes some of that distance away. Things tightening up here for 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw it. Makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And in a tough spot, that forces this offense into 4th down.
These are the moments, Kate. These are the decisions right here where trust comes to life. And what do I mean by that? How much does this staff trust a quarterback that was just sacked to put the ball back in his hands with a chance to win it? Or do you trust your special teams? Do you trust your defense? These are the enormous decisions this head coach, well, he gets paid pretty handsomely to make.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
Return starts from the goal line. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next.